Man, it was a good job. Kate to the TV back. Um, Now I didn't drop the Friday Night SmackDown review. I had a lot going on Friday, but I still watched it. But man, Elimination Chamber though, man, probably one of the craziest episodes, craziest pay-per-views we're ever gonna see. Honestly, um, so man, it's a lot to unpack. But yeah, so the show starts with the women's elimination chamber match, and man, Jade Cargill finally made her appearance. And as she's coming to the ring, everyone's shocked. But the main person who's really shocked is Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is scared. She's like, I didn't do it. And Jade looks at her and is like, yeah, it was you. And as she's getting ready to swing, she turns to Naomi and punches her and just starts beating her up. Like, oh my goodness. And all Bianca is doing is screaming, saying stop, and just, she's confused. She's completely confused, and it's just like, and she's banging on the wall trying to, get out and everything. And it makes for a good story. Some people are feeling as though like, why not just like take Naomi out and just put Jade in? But that start she beat her down so bad, bro. It was a point where she threw up against one of the pods and was banging her head up against it, and the refs pulled her off, but she pushed them back, and then she did the bicycle kick to the side of her head on the pod. I was like, oh my gosh, it was beautiful. And Naomi's crawling away to try to get out the cage. Jade pushes her way through again and grabs the side of the cage, rams it up against her neck. I was like, oh my god. I'm like, it was beautiful. It was good to see. But anyway, let's get to the match. The match overall was great. It was a great women's match. There was a lot of back and forth. At one point, you think Alexa Bliss is gonna get, the upper hand on Liv Morgan and get her eliminated, but unfortunately she doesn't. So the final two came down to Liv and Bianca Belair. Now these two were going back and forth. She Liv hit her finisher. The code breaker. She had the code breaker like twice or three times and everything. And Bianca's still kicking out. But Bianca lands the KOD, the Kiss of Death, and she wins, and she makes her way to WrestleMania. At the end of the match, you see Rhea Ripley come up, and she's just like, she's like, "Yep, we got WrestleMania," and then Io Sky comes out too, and she's like, "I mean, it could be me. You never know." So but most likely, I feel like they're probably gonna do like a triple threat match, which I hope they don't do, because it's Bianca Belair. It's like it's her time. So her and Rhea Ripley will be a great dream match. We need to see that. Then we go to the women's tag team, Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton against Naomi and Candice LeRae. Okay, so man. Okay, can I be honest? I'm gonna be honest. Tiffany Stratton is a better heel than she is a babyface. She's not a babyface, and the fact that they changed that is just really getting to me. And somebody had an interesting take on his Facebook page for wrestling, and they're basically like saying like, man, like if you watch Friday Night SmackDown, you see Chelsea Green is running circles around Tiffany on the mic, and Tiffany had no good comebacks, and it was just like, bro, you were better as a heel. Like, you're not really good as a baby face. And like, I feel like they pushed her as a face too early. But that's what WWE does. WWE does that from time to time. Some people aren't ready to be, booed or cheered, so they keep them in this little package or whatever till the time comes. They did that with the Street Profits. With the Street Profits, they were supposed to turn heel, but the crowd was like, no, we love them. We want to see them, so just keep them where they are. Okay. Here's what WWE does. What they do is if they see a person is getting a lot of boos and cheers, or they're either face or heel, they take them off TV for a while and like come back and see what their reaction would be. Kind of like with Charlotte. When Charlotte came back, everybody was like, "Oh, okay, all right," like don't care. But obviously at WrestleMania, they're gonna give Charlotte Flair the title, which I'm really gonna hate. I'm praying that at Money in the Bank, someone wins and cashes in and takes that shit from her. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of seeing Charlotte get the championship. Not even gonna lie. I'm praying they don't bring back Becky Lynch and do this whole Becky versus Charlotte for the 100th time. Like we're not, like, come on. I'm tired of seeing Becky versus Charlotte. I've seen that too many times. But anyway, the match ends with with I'm tripping out. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tripping out right now. I'm sorry. But anyway, the match with Tiffany and Trish Stratus versus Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Nia Jax and Candice LeRae win, ironically. You start to think that that you know, like Tiffany and them were gonna win. No, actually, I take that back. I'm sorry. No, they didn't win. Tiffany Stratton and Trish won. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just did that in my mind. But yeah, Tiffany and Trish won. You know, obviously they were gonna win that match. You know, being a tag team and everything. But the match was cool. It was cool, but it wasn't like something I was just like, all right, bro, just get this over with. It was a filler match, if you will. But anyway, next we go to Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Whew, that match was brutal, bro. That was a brutal match. Like it was a lot of back and forth. It was just points where even the crowd was like, bro, just end the match. When the crowd is saying, all right, bro, just hurry and get it over with, man. Just get it over with, because they both were putting a lot of pain on each other. Like it wasn't like, oh, one's just beating the hell out the other one. Like, no, they both were beating the hell out of each other. But it came towards the end of the match. Kevin Owens kind of powerbombed Sami Zayn like twice, you know, and finally Sami Zayn was like, all right, bro, you got it. And as it looks like Kevin Owens is about to, package power drive Sami Zayn onto, like, he pulls the mat from the ring and it's like, I'll package power drive you. Randy Orton makes his return, and oh my goodness, it was beautiful. I was like, yes, about time, Randy, because we need you right now. This is what we need. You can avenge Sami Zayn. You know, you can let him live, and then you can just, you can come back and avenge him and, take off, basically. So Randy comes out and he's fighting, and Kevin Owens' face is more like, looks like he's crying, but he's more like, he's like, come on, you want to fight? Let's fight. Let's go. And Randy Orton gets in, RKOs him, and, it looks like he's getting ready to, he's going to hit him with the chair, but he throws the chair down. He's like, you know what? I got something better. And we see the punt kick that Randy Orton did. But before he could land it, the referees and everybody stopped him. I was like, oh, okay. But y'all wasn't going to stop Kevin Owens from doing all this to Sami. Like, come on. So after that match, we had the men's Elimination Chamber match, which was fire, bro. Like, oh man, it was great. It was such a great match. Unfortunately, Drew McIntyre didn't win. He didn't win. But yeah, he got eliminated first, and like his reaction was like, I can't believe I lost. But he's trying to get John Cena out first, and that kind of messed him up a little bit. So that kind of put it to where Logan could get the roll. Well, no, Seth can get the, not Seth, Damian Priest can get the roll up pin, the 1, 2, 3, and he's so mad he Claymore kicks Damian Priest, and Damian Priest gets eliminated by I think Logan Paul, unfortunately. So then we get Logan's doing his thing, but everyone is just obviously not looking forward to seeing him win. So they get him up out of there really quickly. So now we're down to CM Punk. We're down to CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and John Cena. Man, these three were going at it. Obviously, everyone wanted to see CM Punk versus John Cena. So they were like, John and Seth was like, John and CM Punk were like, all right, let's go. And then Seth intervened, and he's like, bro, we're trying to fight. And Seth is like, go make your movies. This is my time. I'm gonna get him out of here. So they end up jumping Seth Rollins and getting him out of the Elimination Chamber. Now it's down to CM Punk and John Cena, which is a great back and forth. Great back and forth. It was reminding me back of the 2010s, back when CM Punk and John Cena was just going at it every night, damn near. So as CM Punk is getting ready to he was running away from the STF. Seth Rollins comes and curb stomps him, and he's just sitting on the ground. John sees it as his opportunity, so he pulls him back in, puts him in the STF, knocks him out cold, and John Cena is the winner of the Elimination Chamber. Now, here's to the biggest plot twist of the whole night. Cody Rhodes comes down and to congratulate John Cena, of course. John is like, yep, it's gonna be me and you, everything's cool. As expected, The Rock and Travis Scott, for some reason, I don't know why Travis Scott was there. But anyway, The Rock comes down and he's like, yep, Cody Rhodes, it's time for your answer. Just embrace me. I want your soul. I need your soul. I need you as my champion. So if you say yes, all your dreams will come true, But if you say no, the dream dies again. And I was just like, well, damn. That was kind of crazy to say. So Cody Rhodes was like, hey, you know what? I want it all, Rock. And everybody's like, oh, shit. Like, what does that mean? And then Cody is saying, I want it all. But my soul belongs to all these people. I gave them my soul a long time ago. So, Rock, go fuck yourself. And they didn't bleep out the fuck yourself part. I love that the most. I was like, oh, shit, okay, they left it in. He was like, Rock, go fuck yourself. And The Rock was just like, all right, cool. And then John Cena's in the back, he's hype. He's like, yeah, like, good, They go to hug each other. The Rock looks at John Cena and does this. And next thing you know, John backs him up, kicks him between the legs, and we get the heel turn we've been asking for from John Cena since he came into the WWE, honestly. He's been a face since he came into the WWE. Literally, he's always been a face. This is probably the biggest heel turn since Hulk Hogan back in the 90s. Literally. Because the crowd was shocked, everyone was shocked. And John Cena gave that aggression that we hadn't seen in a long time. And honestly, this is probably one of the biggest matches Cody Rhodes has had since Roman Reigns. No lie. Every other match has been who cares? But this match puts it's bigger. It's bigger than Roman Reigns. And I hate to say that because I'm a Roman Reigns fan. But this is the biggest match for Cody Rhodes. And I say that because literally, the man is going up against a heel John Cena. And everyone wants John Cena to get a 17th. But at the same time, it's like, man, what is Cody going to do? What is The Rock going to do? What is John Cena going to do? And the only way that this works, we have to see John Cena at Monday Night Raw. We got to see him at SmackDown. We have to see him every week leading up to WrestleMania. If John goes back and does part-time, this loses the steam. We either need to see The Rock every day, or we need to see John Cena every day. Both of them have to be on the show at least every day or every week. They can't be, okay, I can't be here, I got this to do, I got that to do, I got this to do, I got that to do. No, then that means the story's going to lose the heat. We don't need that. They have to be at least at one show, at least on SmackDown or Monday Night Raw. John Cena or The Rock has to be there. There's no way that we can't have them on either show. They have to pick up the speed because this story is too hot to not just to just drop everything. Oh, okay, go back to doing your movies. Go back to Hollywood. No, y'all have to be on the road now because this is a big story. This is John Cena's first heel turn in a long time, bro. I mean, I believe he was a heel when he first came in and when everything, but he was so loved he became a face. So this is the biggest heel turn in the last 30 years. No bullshit. It's been 30 years since a big heel turn like this has happened. Maybe when Stone Cold turned heel and, began working with Vince, maybe, but it wasn't as big as this. This was big, bro. This was huge. For someone of John's stature, it's damn, I can't believe he went heel. But some people were saying, finally, thank you. I've been wanting you to go heel. We need heel Cena. And then they're beating Cody Rhodes. John makes him bleed, and he's hitting him. He grabbed his father's watch and punched him with it a bunch of times. And then The Rock took off the belt that had Cody Rhodes' name on it, whipped him with it, and then that's the end of the show. It was so bad that Michael Cole and everyone came from announced to walk Cody Rhodes back to the back, and it was it was crazy to see. I was happy to see the heel turn. I ain't gonna lie. I was screaming at my TV. Literally, I was just like, yes, about time. Like, thank you. Like, I was happy to see it. Now, whoever wins at WrestleMania, I would not care. I don't care if it's Cody. I don't care if it's John. I don't care. I'm just ready to see how this story plays out right now. So yeah, it was a great match overall, man. It was a great match. That story was unexpected. Okay, it was expected. I'm not gonna lie, because John Cena was out there for too long. So I knew something was up when John Cena was out there for too long. So that happened. I'm like, yeah, John's probably gonna turn heel. But yeah, if y'all rock with me, if you love wrestling, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, peace.